Okay, real talk. I was paying 14 a month for shared hosting. My site was loading in 4.2 seconds and I kept getting those emails saying my CPU usage was too high, which is insane because my site barely gets 500 visitors a day. So about 30 days ago, I made a decision. I moved everything, my blog, my contact forms, my email setup to a 4 to 8 month cloud server from a company called Kamatera. And I'm going to show you exactly what happened. Now, before you click away thinking, cloud server sounds too technical for me. I thought the same thing. I'm not a developer. I don't write code for fun on weekends. If I can set this up, you genuinely can too. Let's get into it. So first, a quick intro to Kamatera for anyone who hasn't heard of them. Kamatera is a cloud infrastructure provider. They've been around since 1995, which in tech years makes them ancient in a good way. They have data centers in 20 locations across the US, Europe, Asia, and Australia. What makes them different from your typical web host is that they give you an actual cloud server, not just space on a shared server that 1,000 other websites are also using. Their entry level plan starts at $4 a month. You get 1 vCPU, 1 GB of RAM, 20 GB of NVMe SSD storage, and 5 TB of traffic. For most small websites, blogs, or portfolio sites, that's more than enough headroom. They also offer a 30-day free trial worth up to 100 in server credits. The link is in the description if you want to try before you commit. Alright, let's talk about the setup. I logged in, went to the Kamatera console, and clicked Create Server. They have a pricing calculator on their website where you can literally drag sliders to pick your CPU, RAM, and storage and see the monthly cost update in real time. I found that really helpful because there's no guesswork. I knew exactly what I was paying before I clicked anything. I chose the basic plan, Type A, 1 vCPU, 1 GB RAM, 20 GB NVMe SSD, Ubuntu Server 2404 as my operating system. And I picked a US East data center since most of my visitors are from North America. Server was up and running in literally 60 seconds. Not kidding, that part genuinely impressed me. Now from there, I had to connect via SH and install my web server software. I used Nginx and installed WordPress manually. This is where it gets slightly technical. But Kamatera has a knowledge base with step-by-step guides, and I also found a YouTube tutorial that walked me through the whole thing. Took me about 45 minutes total. Now here's the honest part. Not everything went perfectly. I forgot to set up an SSL certificate before pointing my domain to the new server. So for about 2 hours, my site was showing a not secure warning. Totally my fault. I fixed it by installing Let's Encrypt, which is free and took about 10 minutes. I also ran into a small issue with email routing. I use Google Workspace for my business email, and I hadn't updated the MX records after changing hosts. Again, user error, not a Kamatera issue. But here's what I want you to take from this. The problems I ran into were learning curve stuff, not platform stuff. Kamatera's server itself ran perfectly from the moment I deployed it. Okay, this is the part I was most excited to share. Let me give you the real numbers. Before, on shared hosting, Google PageSpeed score 61, on mobile 74 on desktop, time to first byte TTFB 1.8 seconds, full page load 4.2 seconds. After, on Kamatera's for cloud server, Google PageSpeed score 84 on mobile, 91 on desktop, time to first byte 0.4 seconds, full page load 1.9 seconds. That's not a small improvement. My site is more than twice as fast now. And I'm paying less per month than I was before because I found a discount on Kamatera that I'll link in the description. For a content site like mine, page speed matters a lot. It affects how long visitors stay, how many pages they visit, and it's a direct factor in Google's ranking algorithm. This upgrade paid for itself almost immediately in terms of SEO value. I set up an uptime monitoring tool called Uptime Robot. It's free, and it pings my server every 5 minutes for 30 days. Result 99.98% uptime. The one blip was a scheduled maintenance window that lasted about 8 minutes. That's it. Kamatera advertises a 99.95% uptime SLA, and they beat their own number in my case. No surprise outages. No, sorry, we had a server fire. Emails, just consistent, reliable performance. Here's my honest assessment after 30 days. What I love, one, the price. $4 a month for this level of performance is genuinely hard to beat. I've seen shared hosts charging triple this for worse speeds. 2. The flexibility. I can scale up my resources in minutes if I need more CPU or RAM during a traffic spike. No need to migrate to a new plan. Just adjust the sliders and come from. 3. The transparency. Their pricing page shows you exactly what you're paying. No hidden fees. The calculator is right there on the site. 4. The global reach. 20 data center locations means you can put your server close to your actual users, which helps with speed. What I don't love, 1. The setup requires some technical knowledge. If you've never touched a Linux server before, expect to spend a few hours learning. This is not as simple as clicking install WordPress on a managed host. 2. No built-in email hosting. You'll need a separate service for business email. Not a deal breaker, but worth knowing. 3. No phone support on the entry level plan. You're mostly working with documentation and their support ticket system. After 30 days, my honest answer is yes, for the right person. If you're a freelancer, developer, or small business owner who wants solid performance without overpaying for managed hosting, Kamatera is excellent value. The $4 plan is a genuine starting point, not a bait and switch. You can grow from there as your needs scale. If you're a complete beginner who wants everything set up for you, you might want to look at managed WordPress hosts first, or consider Kamatera's managed cloud service add-on, which takes care of the server configuration for you. My rating 8.5 out of 10. If you want to try it free for 30 days, up to 100 in credits, the link is right below this video. No credit card surprises, no long-term contract. If it's not for you, you can cancel. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more honest hosting reviews. Drop a comment if you have questions. I read every single one. See you in the next video.